School is never out for you and me. I don't care what you think. I believe that we're all alike in certain aspects of our life. We are students of life. Our expertise is that we know there's things that we don't know, and we're not ashamed to admit it, and we'll do what's necessary to correct it. Rainy Tuesday nights, Monday nights, Toastmasters and other meetings, we come with a sort of a smile on our face. But nothing is interesting unless you're interested in it. One of our biggest assets, often overlooked, is listening. There's a distinction between hearing and listening. Listening is listening to people who are successful, and they present in such a fashion, and your mind is clear. You can absorb that. Toastmasters is a wonderful, wonderful vehicle for that, because part of our being a student, we're curious. And I would say some of you people are here tonight because you are curious of what this Toastmasters is about. For years it had the world's worst PR. It was about people in parliamentary law. People that were chubby, I might fit that, with a mustache and bushy eyebrows, and they were pompous. That's farthest from the truth. Communications is helpful, but listening is more important, because after you listen and you retain, you have the benefit of communicating and going through people. We all have it, preoccupation barriers. Increasing life is being curious. Many surveys have said the most interesting people, like these social networks, where lonely boys and lonely ladies get together, the number one trait is they desire a curious person who is not set in their ways and their mind is open. And since we are students, and this is most difficult, we have to stay in the moment. You can't act where you were yesterday, and you can't act where you're going to be tomorrow. You can only act right now. And most folks that are not in the moment have idle minds, they're not focused, and really they're just taking up oxygen, and they're chattering about yesterday. The business I'm in is real estate. Been in 50 some years. Some people call me old, but I'm proud of being old. We students are different, and we should be proud to be different. Do you know that there was a survey taken that after you have your basic, whatever the basics are, when you're 65 you should have a nest egg of $200,000. Over 80% of the people said, the only way I will have $200,000 if I hit the lottery. I hit the lottery. One of the more challenging things human beings, and we students, we people that are different, because you'd rather be different than ordinary. Is there an agreement on that? You're looking, well, a couple of them are scratching their head. Okay, the jury's still out. Okay. But one of the toughest things to do, and most of us shrink from, is continuous thought relative to improving our situation. A lady, give me this, at the time was a mortal enemy. Wallace D. Wattles is the book. We've all heard about The Secret. The woman pronounces her name twice in different ways. Byrne. Rhonda Byrne was a single mother with 2 kids. She reads the book. This was written in 1910. She sold 19 million copies in 46 languages because these idealistic utterances that I'm making, we all want our tomorrows better than our yesterday. We all want. We want. How many people are divorced? 2 of my friends, and they're still my friends, are divorced, and the divorce can be traced back to finance, money. You live when things were prosperous in our field of real estate, and now it's really better than ever. And it's not about me, but and that's a terrible thing to say, but I'm saying it anyway. If you stay in the moment, every house that must be sold will be sold. And when you stay in the moment, you don't have to think, oh, it was better then, or I wonder what's going to happen tomorrow. But we in this room will have our tomorrows better than our yesterdays, because we will not be dependent on anything or anyone. If it is to be, it's up to me. If we do each day effectively, every day, then we cannot help from being successful. And there's nothing worse. If someone took a bucket of garbage and threw it at your feet, you'd be testy and gritty. But why do we let people throw verbal garbage into our minds? If, in fact, we are in the moment, we don't have time for that, and politely we can say, I'm busy. Because we want to remember this. Do something enjoyable today, because we're not promised tomorrow. Madam?